on the status of refugees is 1967 protocol, the 1969 OAU convention, and other global pieces of law that enshrines protection of refugees and asylum seekers. These sources of law were then domesticated into the Zimbabwe Refugees Act, Chapter 4.03, the 1985 Zimbabwe Refugees Regulations, and other supportive policy guidelines that seek to further the refugee protection agenda. Also, the 2013 Constitution of Zimbabwe extends other privileges that relates to access to national social service support systems and provision of pathways towards naturalization, is read together with other laws pertaining to migration and citizenship rights. With a permissive environment that is currently prevailing in Zimbabwe, Zimbabwe is home to at least 17,200 people, that is refugees, mainly from DRC. We have 76%, from Mozambique we have 11%, from Burundi 4%, from Rwanda 3%, and other smaller nationalities constituting 6% of the population. Significantly, much of the asylum influx in Zimbabwe is due to the down-trail movement from the Great Lakes region and the Horn of Africa. It is factual to argue that the entrenched civil unrest in North and South Kivu, DRC, has contributed much to the need for international protection of refugees who are resident in Zimbabwe. The national influx trend also projects continual increase in refugee population, with an expected number of 18,000 refugees by December 2025. In terms of protection arrangements, Zimbabwe currently uses the settlement system as a policy position. This arrangement is in line with some reservations that were expressed when we ratified the 1951 convention. However, some refugees who are professionals and also some refugees who are business people are accorded authority to work and are residing out of Tongogara refugee settlement. In a bid to harness access to national social protection services by refugees in the country, my ministry has been promoting access to civil documentation that includes birth certificates for children born in Zimbabwe and national IDs for all refugees and refugee passports for educational and other reasons compelling international travel by refugees. May I also take this opportunity to share that my government submitted 6 pledges before the UN Global Refugee Forum in 2019 and renewed the pledges in 2023. The pledges mainly prioritize promotion of livelihood opportunities for refugees, strengthening access to civil documentation, and also access to asylum rights, inclusion in sporting activities, access to education, and review of national legislation to strengthen the protection of refugees in the country.